There, now we're live. I had a little few technical issues, and I hope you can hear me okay. I think we're all good, though. Good. Welcome, if you're there. And for those who join later, maybe watching this later on, welcome. If you are new, please, you can see the stuff right at the top of the chat here, but my email address is there. If you're new, please email me your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping and PayPal information. And we use invoices from PayPal, and we ship through Pirate Ship to get you the best deal we can on shipping. And I know it's pretty good discounts through Pirate Ship, by the way. For those that don't use it, I really highly recommend it. It's free, and it's a great way to go. Okay, we do bidding in dollar or more increments up to $10, $2 or more after that. And then once I post sold in the chat, then the bidding is closed, unless there's multiple items, but I don't think I'm doing no multiple items tonight. I'm not even sure if I have silver or gold items tonight. I might. I can't say for sure. But I will. If I do, I'll comment on the status. Okay. You are up in Northwest Vermont, if you're new to us, and we're about 2 hours from Montreal, about an hour from the border to Canada, about 35 to 40 minutes from Lake Champlain, up in the mountains. I can see Mount Mansfield from my front yard, and I'm in the mountains myself. So anyway, something weird with this picture. I gotta see if I can take a look at my settings again here. Really, something goofy here. Let me take that off and see if that fixes it. There we go. I think that's a little better. We'll see. Anyway, so a lot of jewelry tonight with some other collectibles and some odds and ends of things. So not all jewelry, but I'd say the bulk of it is. I want to thank Kim for she gave me a nice little promotion the other night. I saw that when I was watching her channel, and I do follow quite a few other channels out there. So I try to help. You can subscribe to our channel. It would give us a lot of support. It would be helpful, and like our videos. That also helps us get out there and get some visibility. Let me see. Am I forgetting something? Oh well, let's see. The rain. That's all it has been up here, by the way. I don't know wherever you guys are, but rain. I can't till to put my garden in. It's just too wet, too muddy. Unfortunately, we started our plants indoors, and I don't think they're going to survive to be planted in the ground. At least some of them will, but some are definitely going to not make it. So we'll have to start over on some of the things. Let me see what else. Well, let's say it's been a rough day today, and I'm not going to go into the details. It's we just had a personal loss, and I'll leave it at that. So I'm going to probably keep it pretty short tonight. Or I'll just go through things rather quickly, I should say. I have about 30 or so items on my list, but whether we get through them all or not, we'll see. I am tired. It's been a rough day. So, okay, without further ado, let's start off. I usually don't start off with the jewelry. I usually start off with some other items, but we will get to the jewelry, I promise. And I know that that's what Kim and her, when I think it was Monday night we were watching her. Was it Monday? I guess it was. And, she mentioned about our jewelry and stuff. So there is some of that tonight, so I guarantee that, but not right away. We'll get into it. Okay, let's switch cameras. And like I said, I'm a little tired, so if I make mistakes, don't be surprised. Okay, so this, if anybody who are out there are travelers, you might find these interesting. These are AAA tour books, and most of these are, I think, this is South Florida, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, Louisiana, and Mississippi. And these are 2020, 2021, and 2020 for Louisiana. And it even includes the old paper style map for Colorado and Wyoming. Everybody's using GPS these days, but there's still some value in having these books because they can point out some things you won't find on GPS necessarily. And I still like looking at the map because it gives you a point of reference. Yeah, you can get the directions you want from your GPS, but you can't look at a map and say, hey, that looks like an interesting place to go. or something like that, or just, I'd like to try and check this town out or check that town out or whatever. And you can still research it online, but it kind of gives you a broader view, I think, of what's out there. So let's sell these as a set. A lot of AAA tour books. We'll start it at $10. Now, oops, I can't spell tour books. Tour, oh my goodness. T, not R. Tour books. Okay. I looked online. You can see some of these go for as much as between $7 and $10 each. And I've got 4 of them here for $10. The original price on some of these, I know it's on there, $14.95. That's not mirrored. Let me fix that. Let me mirror my camera here. Unmirror my camera. That's better. Now you can read it. So you can see the original price was $14.95 a piece from AAA. Unless you're a member, and I don't know what the member. Maybe they charge it for the members. But it's South Florida, not Florida, just South Florida. Again, like I said, that was from 2020. Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming from 2021. Colorado and Utah from 2021, and Louisiana and Mississippi from 2020. It's quite a variety, actually, I think, of places to go and look out and check out. If you're interested in something like that, for that is a good deal, I think. Excuse me, grab a sip. Okay. That is the tour book set. Oh, I didn't put that up on the screen. Let's put that up on the screen while I look at the next item. Yeah, let's do this. Like I said, we'll start with a couple of non-jewelry things, and then we'll get into the jewelry. And I got a couple of items from last week that we never got to, so we'll do those tonight too. I even say last items, a couple of pieces of jewelry from last week I just didn't get to because it was getting late and I was getting tired. So, okay, no interest in that. We will pass on that. And if somebody sees these later and says, hey, I'm thinking of going to a trip there, this might be interesting to me, please email me and tell me you're interested, and I will get them off to you. Okay, anybody out there lunchbox collectors? Is a Crocodile Dundee lunchbox. Yes. Steve Irwin, the late Steve Irwin. It does not include the thermos, but let me type this in here. Lunchbox. We'll start this at, what did I say more on this? So this is going to be a bargain. $7. And it's in good shape. A little dusty maybe. And we are vintage dust and a couple of little scuff marks here and there maybe, but no cracks in the plastic. Like I said, it does not include the thermos. So if it would include the thermos, it would be worth a lot more, of course. The inside's pretty clean, you see? Yeah. And that's a seam, not a crack in the plastic. And the latch still works. The handle's still there. There's the back. There's a little bit of a ding in the back there, but it's nothing too serious. Crocodile Dundee lunchbox, $7. You say, that was some oddball stuff tonight. As I always do, start with something different. And we'll do one more unusual. I say unusual. Well, yeah, unusual item. Some of these are collectibles, and I'll probably gonna mix in a few of these with the jewelry tonight as well, because you'll see why. I have a particular collection that I want to see if there's any interest in. But okay, we will pass on this. And again, if somebody sees this later and they're interested, email me or put it in the chat if we're still going. And there's that. Okay, let's see here. Let's go with this guy. This is a Woodland Surprises by Jacqueline B. Smith. Bring the camera down. And this is actually a two-part piece here. We'll show that here. Oh, can't boy. Fat fingering it tonight. I'm not sure if I'm spelling her name right, so let me I'll show you the name on the bottom. Jacquuiline. Oh, I am spelling it right. It thinks the spell check thinks I'm wrong. We will start this at $7. And it's a two-piecer. There's the little guy. You see it's ceramic. And then this is a little beaver dam. And like I said, there it is. It's hand-painted fine porcelain from Franklin Porcelain, 1984. Woodland Surprises, Jacqueline Smith. Made in Korea. So not China. If you're trying to avoid things bought in China, there you go. You can get this and this made in Korea. There, that's a nice picture right there. Cute little guy. Somebody had a collection of various beaver stuff. You'll see a couple more later on. Okay. Where are we going to start with the jewelry here? Let's see here. Oh, we got a lot of earrings tonight, so let's start with this set, I think. Let me check one thing on before I do that. I didn't get a good look at the backs. I don't think they're labeled, but I was wondering if they were. No. Okay. All right, we'll pass on this guy. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time tonight. I'll give you enough time to think about it. Oh, a lot of time. All right, here's our first pair of earrings for tonight. These are silver tone and glass. And to be honest with you, I didn't check them to see if they were magnetic. Let me just do a real quick check here. No, I have a magnet. Oh, there it is. Yeah, these are not silver. I didn't think so. But boy, they are pretty good looking for not something that's not silver. Okay. This is number 15. How about we start these at, I'm going to call these the I think it's glass actually. I don't know. I'll call these the blue and silver earrings. How's that? Oh, darn it. What did I hit? I hit something wrong. Here we go. Let's try that again. We'll start these at, let's say 5, I don't know, 6. Let's say 6. $6 start. They're pretty nice earrings, I think. Bring them up close so you can see them better. And the interesting, that's why I was looking at the back. The back actually has, usually you see, can just have a when it's cast like this, you don't see a pattern like that. But these have a pattern on the back. Kind of a swirly pattern. That's why I thought there might be a name or something inscribed on them, but I didn't see anything. But I'm going to show you the thing with my hand so you get a better look at how it looks. The stone or whatever that is that's in there is somewhat translucent, so you can see through the color through my hand, through it to my hand. But nice little pair of earrings, and they've got these really wide backings to them, posts. So you see the backs. Okay. And we'll show something we did last week. A set of earrings. I got 3 pairs of earrings I didn't show last week, so we'll show them now. Okay, we're going to pass on those. And we'll do these. I don't have a card for these, but you'll get the idea what they look like. I don't know if I showed these or not. I think something when I look at these, I think I showed these last week, but I couldn't remember. So if I did, I did. They're multicolor bead earrings. We'll start these at $6. These are hand beaded. I'll show you up close here. I think I did show these. No, I look at them now. With green tips and then yellow and then red and then looks like a dark brown or something, and a blue and then almost like a navy blue. Yeah, that's really little. And that's kind of a hook with a little catch on it. Yeah, I think I did show these last week. I misread my listings. Okay, so we won't pass it. We'll pass on this really quickly then. And pull those out of there. Okay, now let's see here. Sorry, gotta put these back in the bag. Let's see. Oh, we didn't show this last week, I don't think. It's a crystal and faux pearl necklace. And you have to ignore my tag hanging off of here, but see all of it. And there we go. I'll start this at $6. And there's no, it's got an older style lobster claw clasp. Didn't see a name on it anywhere, but the way it's manufactured is definitely older style. And I did look to see if there's any kind of writing on here, but I did not see anything. And sometimes the clasps will be labeled. It really does have a nice shine to it. It does catch the light really well with the crystals, and the faux pearls are nice and white and no discoloration. Okay, we'll pass on those. That was the crystal faux pearl, just to put it on for the video for later. Anybody watching, that's what that is. And I can't spell pearl. Oh well. Oh my. All right. How about, you see, I'm going to go through it quickly. Let's see how much. Let's do with this. Here's your bargain of the night right here. These are all glass bead bracelets. They're the stretchy thingies. And so this is bracelets. I guess I thought in the beginning I didn't have any multi-choice, but I think I will do this as a multi-choice. We will start the bid at $1. And they're not large. I almost think I'm going to say they're not even 2-inch. Let me get my measurement here. Oh, that's in millimeters and centimeters. So it looks like it's just barely 2-inch for that one. About the same here. And of course, these aren't perfectly round, so it's hard to get the real right number here. But that one's even smaller, I think. But yeah, anybody interested? Hey, Marlene. So these little glass bead bracelets for $1. If there's anybody interested, I'll show you each of them here. But they're tiny, tiny little beads. And this is this one. And that one, which is this is definitely, you can feel, oh man, it's cold to the touch. Let's get some red or almost garnet kind of colored beads there, darker ones there. And then this is kind of an amber color bead, orangey amber. And then a pink. And you can see it's just glass beads. Nothing complicated with them, but there they are. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Here we go. Let's try that. Should have brought more to drink. Okay. All right, we will pass on that. I guess I thought there might be somebody interested in those for $1. All right. Another pair of earrings. Do I even put a price on these? 16. I did not. These, I must check to see. I'm going to check the backs on them real quick here. I've never looked at some of these, so they could be a brand name, and I would have no idea. Get the back off. Well, no, it's on there really well. No name. No, I think I changed my mind. We're going to ask for these. So. Okay. Kind of a gold tone finish on the side with I think there's just an acrylic center. So I think I'll call these the gold tone. I don't know what kind of that center's color is. Just kind of it kind of reflects the gold a little bit, kind of a dimpled. There we go. That's the word I'll use. Insert. We'll start these at $4. For lack of a better term, I think. They kind of dimpled. I say they kind of dimpled like a golf ball. You see what I mean when you look up close here? They're just a post. The string is attached to a tag for inventory purposes. As usual. Gold tone. Anyway, okay. All right. That's there. Let's see here. Let's do this guy. We'll do a necklace next. What was that number on that one? No, this is for our tracking horses. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll pass on this. I'm going to go quick tonight, so how about this nice beaded necklace? No name on it. Lots of cloth, multi-stranded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 strands of beads on here, plus some kind of stone chip, plus this little knot at the end. So let's bring this guy up so you can see it. That's still not high enough. Huh. A little higher. There. You got to see the whole thing. There. So it's got an extender chain on it, which right now is fully extended. The lobster claw. This kind of a bluish. I can't call the color that is, but it's bluish, I will say. And then you can see there's got the one strand that has some wood chips on it. And what did I say? Oh, no, that can't be right. There it is. I'm going to call that a knot at the bottom, just so to distinguish it from the other things. We'll start this at $6. Spell strand. There we go. So, full pearl and necklace piece. Yes, Marlene. Yeah, I will grab that right now and put your name on it. Let me grab my marker. And write your name down there. Got that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Set that right there where I can find it. Okay. So yes, and so these beads, they look black, but they're actually a very dark, almost a purple. I would call it a dark purple. And then these are, paler, but the light is doing it pretty good justice, I think. Let me bring it up closer so you get an idea. This is really not black. It's really a dark purple, just so you know. I think up close, you got to really look up close to see that, distinguish that color, though. It is not black. So, definitely not black. Okay. Check that off the list. Yep. Okay. One of the things I got to do is get more things to hang the earrings from so you can see them better. But we'll get to that in a second here. All right, we'll pass on this. And some more earrings. These are orange. I'm going to bring the camera back down here so you can see it up close. Boom. So these are gold tone wire. They're orange, and let me see if I can get this to hang right here in my hand. There you go. So you can see it better. You can see it's got this two multicolored white and kind of a cream orange color with a glass bead at the end. And I don't know what that is on there. See if it'll focus. There. Okay. So you get a better idea. There's a little pattern on there. And there's a matching one there. Okay. I'm just going to call these the orange earrings. They're not oranges, but they're orange in color. And we'll start these at $4. Okay. Now, that's the decision on this next one. Okay. Set that down for a second. $6. Yeah, okay, I know what you meant. You want the orange earrings here for $4, right? You're walking the dogs. Oh yeah. Okay. Those are going once. I'm gonna make it official here. Going twice. Last call. Sorry, I have typos all the time, Melanie. Sold to Melanie for $4. Thank you very much. Thank you. And put that in a little bag. And put your name on it. I forget one of my daughters, I think, likes orange. Or maybe it's a granddaughter. It's a granddaughter. That's right. She's a fan of orange. She had her final college exam tomorrow. She is so excited to be done with it for this year. So, okay. How about time for another collectible beaver? I'll get rid of that message on the screen. And this here is Barefoot's beaver named Sassy. I'm spelling that right, I think. Yeah. It's a collectible item, and I went and looked this one up, and man, what they're getting for these things is crazy sometimes. But I'm going to go with $7. And you can, if you're a reseller, there's some room to make money on this, because I saw I'm going for almost 3 times that amount in some places. Let's see, Sassy Barefoots, and numbered 5667 by Montana artist Jeff Fleming, Singing Tree Farms Incorporated. Looks like it's missing one of the little pads. No, there it is. There's 3 pads. One there. I'm not sure what that. Oh, that must be just a sticker. That must have just been a sticker residue. Barefoots. Little beaver holding a stick. Cute little guy. Here's his face. A little dusty in places, I think, but that's what we are. Vintage touch. You can see that he needs to be gently cleaned. He's looking right at you. And like I said, he's numbered. If there's any interest in that little guy. Actually, it's a photo view right there. There we go. Oh, Killian, man, now there's a new name for me. Nice to see you. Welcome. Yes, Kim. Thank you. Yeah, Kim is fantastic. He's one of our favorite folks out there. And you did, thank you for emailing already. Wow, that's great. Netherlands celebrates orange clothes. Oh, okay. You are a fountain of knowledge now, and I love that. I love it. So, okay. So there's Mr. Beaver, and let's get some jewelry to follow him up with. Let's see here. Oh, no, not yet. How about This number 13. Oh, yes, definitely. Let's do these next. Okay, we'll pass on the beaver. Like I said, I'm gonna mix in a few of these guys between the jewelry tonight. And so, how about some Leah Sophia earrings? And I'll show you I'll show you the name on there when I get a chance. Just ignore my string here. Let me get it out of the way here. It's just my inventory stuff. I gotta get to a point where I need to keep track of some stuff. And so there's usually just some number on there that I use to reference. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. So these are Leah Sophia. I've been just on a card. What did she say we should ask for this? $7, I think, starting bid on these. And I'll show them up close. Let me take one off there. Oh, it's got a little pin on the back. Maybe I won't. It's got the little, rubber thing on the back here. So get that string out of the way. I'll show you the back here. You can see where it says Leah Sophia. It'll focus. Come on, focus. There you go, Leah Sophia. And I'll show you the front so you can get a better view with a little pink crystal above it. These are shepherd hooks style earrings with the safety thing on the back. It doesn't fall out of your ear. And I guess I'd call that I don't know what color you call that. I'm not one to. It's sort of amberish. They're not as. I'm trying to get the color in there better with my hand. I think it shows the color better. A little more yellow than orange, like amber has. But you get the idea, I think. The color on my screen looks pretty close to the real color. I know sometimes the color on the screens can be a little distorted, but they are Leah Sophia, and there they are. Oh, goodness gracious. That's just my inventory thing. Get that out of the way. Okay. Butterscotch. That's a good description of the color. That is a really good description of the color. Yes. I'll go with that. Yes. I would say butterscotch. It's a good description of the color. Yep. It's a little darker than butterscotch, but in that general area-ish. So I think I have some amber stuff. I'm not sure. If not, I could probably find some. Anyway, okay. So there they are. Oops, I didn't put that up on the screen, did I? Oops. There we go. Okay. I realize amber is got varying colors, but it's Leah Sophia, so what they're using for sourcing, I don't know. So for the material. But anyway. Okay. That is one of the name brand ones we're showing tonight. Okay. And Killian, I'm going brief tonight. I probably didn't hear my intro, but we had a really rough day today. We had a loss of a friend, so and a very close friend. So I just don't have the energy tonight to deal with doing this very long. I usually go to about 10:30, but I'm going more quickly tonight. So I apologize if I'm not spending a lot of time on things. But, thank you, Marlene. Okay, no interest in those. That's fine. Okay, pass on that, and let's set that aside. This is all glass. with a claw. Let's see, that's number 18. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be an easy one. So it's green and it's kind of it's kind of, I would say, clear. It almost first, when I first looked at it, I thought it was gonna be kind of a pinkish. It's not. I don't know how it looks in your camera, but anyway, what did I call it in my description? I called it green and pink, but it's not really. It's a very pale pink. So I will call this the green and pinkish glass necklace. And pinkish, not ink it. We'll start this one at $5. So, and it's got an older style. Again, this is, I'm going to say this is vintage, but I'm looking at this clasp, and you don't see that style clasp much in more current stuff. So I'm going to say this is older, possibly vintage, but I can't say it is for sure. What is interesting is that the little beads in between are kind of that pale green, and then you get the green glass, and then like I say, when you're holding this in a certain light, these sort of appear a bit pinkish. It may be picking up the flesh tone maybe more than anything else. And if that'll focus, that would be helpful. There we go. No, this is not from the estate, Merlini. I haven't done any of the estate the last couple of weeks. I should dig some of that back out again, and maybe show a few pieces that were shown in the past. But no, this is not from the estate. But it is an older piece, and I don't remember where we got this one, to be honest. But anyway, so there it is. Oh, I didn't give you a length on that. Yeah. I'm saying it looks like it's about 16, but let's see, it's 15, I'd say, almost 14. So it is not a long necklace by any means. Yeah, for Killiam's benefit, oh, thank you. That was very nice of you, Killiam. What was I about to say now? Oh yeah, the estate stuff. I'm literally sitting on boxes of stuff from an estate. Everything from CD box sets to high-end ceramics and jewelry, and I don't remember what else. Dolls. A lot of dolls, and I've actually sold several of the dolls on eBay. They're collectible dolls. So, but I haven't put any of them up here. I usually just put the jewelry here because that's, I think, what this audience generally seems to be interested in is the jewelry. So, okay. Okay, we are done with this. Let's pull this one, and then we'll pass on this guy. Yeah, I don't have anything. The estate stuff is in another room right next to me, but I don't think I brought anything in here tonight. Okay, let's see here. Where are we? Oh, okay. Let's go with another brand name. If I can get this to display properly. This is always the trouble with some of these styles. So this is a multi-strand. I'm going to have to bring the camera back up again. This is a Monet. And this is 3 strands. So I'm going to try and lay it flat, but then I'll give you a better idea. Look, I'll get my display stand and we'll show you on that as well. And we'll start this at $7. And let's see if I have my display handy here. Just to give you a better idea of what it looks like. We'll put it on this black display. I know it's silver on black doesn't always work well for cameras, but we'll try and get this to hang right, and then you can get a better feel for what you're getting. There. Now that shows it. Actually, it doesn't do too bad. There. So that's the Monet. I know it's a little glary. Let me turn this down. Sometimes turning the light down will help. There we go. Helps a little bit. Not quite so glaring. But again, I wanted you to see how it looks when it's hanging. And the issue I always run into with these multi-strand things is they tend to tangle around each other. I think I got this one in pretty good shape. But there's the there it is, the M on this side on the tag, and the Monet on that side. Oops, keep flipping the same. Oh no, Monet is on this. That's right. The word Monet is on this little piece right here. You can see that if it'll focus. Yeah. And so you can see this. That's the old standard lobster claw with the extension on it. And like I said, yeah, getting these to hang without them tangling is always the trick. All right, thought I had it pretty well set. There we go. It's not silver. No. This is not silver. Where's my magnet? Well, it's not reacting to the magnet. Oh, that piece is. Some of the pieces on here are. Some pieces are not. So there's some magnetism there, and there's some. The chain is not very is, but some of the pieces. Oh no, I took that back. It is. Some of it seems to be responding to the magnet, and some of it not. So yes, you can see that when I'm moving it here. So no, I would call this a silver tone. No, I would not call this silver. Anything, if it's silver, I will. If I have a chance to test it, I will test it. And if it's just marked silver, but I haven't had a chance to test it, I will tell you it's marked silver. But it is not marked silver. It's just marked Monet. So silver tone is what I would say. If it is silver and it's magnetic, I'd be really surprised. But anyway, so you see some of the pieces here, they kind of have like an polished silver kind of look to them. That they not bright silver, but then there's these other pieces that have a bright silver finish with a little fake crystals in them. I think those are fake. Anyway, try to be as honest as I can at this stuff, and if it's silver, I know it's silver, I'll let you know. But this is I'm pretty sure it's not. So, and I see Killiam at 7, so we'll say going once. Yeah, like I say, this is the problem with silver on black. It does look that way. That's why I always do it this way against the flesh tone, so you can see that it is not, that the color is there. So I have a whiteboard that it works really well, but it broke the other day on me, and I can't stand it up. So I will go in place. Last call. And I have to fix it. I keep saying that. And actually, one of the suggestions I got from, I think it was from Marlene, sold to, make sure I spell your name right, Keliam, for $7. Thank you. One of the suggestions I got, I think it was Marlene said to try and find something with a gray background. So I probably will end up making something and doing that. Okay, let me put that in the bag and put your name on it. So, thank you. Yes, again. Oh, that's okay, Killian. No, no worries. I know sometimes I want to be clear, and I'm not saying you did a mistake. I'm just saying if I can prove if I've tested it as silver or it's marked silver, I will say one way or the other. Otherwise, I'll just say silver tone, like I just did, and go from there. Okay, let's put this out of the way. Oh, almost forgot. I got one other thing that's not jewelry. I got another Vera Bradley this past week. Let me see. I get back that up a little bit. So this is a crossbody bag. It's brown and bluish. Don't apologize, Kevin. Don't apologize. It's fine. So, okay, so I'm going to call this the brown and blue Vera Bradley. And I think they call this a crossbody bag. And I don't think we wanted a lot for that, did we? I think, oh, $10. Okay. We'll start this at $10. And it's not new. At least I don't think it is. I couldn't, there's no tags with it. It's interesting because, and this is just my inventory tag again on it. The strap is that kind of that silky polyester kind of a strap. There's the Vera Bradley net logo on it. And it has a zippered on this side with the this is got the pockets on the inside, the Vera Bradley on the tag, and then it's got a zippered center with another zipper pocket inside, and that zipper works. I always show the zippers work here, so give me a second. That zipper works, and this zipper works, and then the other side has a zipper, a snap side to it, and it's very glossy feeling. It's almost like a vinyl feeling. I don't know what the material is on this one. I know a lot of the other ones have more of a cloth feel to it. This has more of a glossy feel to it, and it doesn't say on the inside. I don't think what the material is. I was looking for a materials tag. Oh, there it is. There's a made in China, of course. Vera Bradley. Nope, doesn't have that. But and there's just let's say there's adjustable strap. So and there's a Vera Bradley again. This is the other thing I noticed is different about this one. Is a Vera Bradley tag on the bottom here. The bottom is very clean. A little tiny stain right there. I apologize for that. But so that tells me it's definitely not new. But any interested in that? Really, your sister, babe? Wow. So, anyway, yeah, they were crazy back then. I know. Yeah, I had a couple pieces last week too. That's right, Marlene. So, but this is the only one I have this week. So, like I say, it's not the typical. Like, was it? Oh, here's one of the ones from last week. I just happen to have it sitting next to me here. But see, these are more the cloth, quilted cloth kind of thing. This is not. This is the very satiny finish to it, a little different. So anyway, okay, well, we'll pass on that. That's okay. Like I say, there are some people that still like and collect and use Verb, and that's fine. I also have a lot of Ray Dunn stuff too. So if anybody out there is interested in Ray Dunn, I have a handful of pieces right within my reach. So okay. Oh, these are really nice earrings. I want to show these next. Let me cross off my Vera off the list here. And there's that. And that, I showed that. So another pair of earrings. They're dichroic glass. Let me crank up the light on this. Oops, the other way. There we go. Bring the camera back closer. Bring these guys in focus. Okay, so these are dichroic glass earrings and $6. Now I'll show them up close. You can see the backs, regular post. I did not see any markings on these, although I can double check. No markings. So go back on the card here. I always double check because My memory's not that great. Let's get a focus on. There we go. It's catching the light there. So let me pull the light away so it's not quite. There we go. Now you can see the pattern really well. And so those are, I'd say they're not that big. What are they? Less than half an inch, about a half an inch maybe in diameter. Then I see we're linear at 6. So we'll say going once, going twice. Put up on the screen here. I always forget to do that. Last call. Excuse me. And we'll say sold to Marlene for $6. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you write that down. And put that there. Okay, we're due for another necklace. Let's do a necklace. And this was number 17. Okay, we got, oh, that's actually showing pretty good right there. My wife claims I've shown this or one just like it recently, but this came from a separate stack of stuff we had. So if I showed one in the last couple of weeks, I apologize, but this is a different one. And I'm not sure how different it is, but we'll get rid of that on the screen here. Sorry. So this is hematite for those that may not recognize it, but and I think the beads are glass, but you know, the colored beads you see in there. So that's what I'm going to say they are. And you'll see that they actually have an interesting pattern to them. They kind of a cat's eye kind of look to them. And we're going to start this at $6 also. So, and length. Hematite's always a little on the stiff side. So see, I'm going to guess this is probably 14 to 16 in the range. Yeah, 16. So, let's kill him at 6. Let me just show you up close so you know what it looks like. You can see there's the beads, kind of how they catch the light. That's why they call them like a cat's eye. But I think they're glass. I don't think they're stone. But they're green and pink and blue. So that's just that's my tag to keep track of what I'm selling. It has a barrel type clasp. So those are easy to work usually. And we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold to Killian for $6. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me write your name down so I don't lose track of that. And bag that up as well. I try to keep each one individually bagged so when I get ready to ship them, they don't clink against each other. I'm not sure where you're located, Killian, and you don't have to say online and on the chat. That's fine. I'll look at your email, but I generally do a pretty good job of packaging it and getting things out there. And I guarantee my packages. So, okay, and like that. I know. Yeah, I didn't do the other. Let me put your name to the other one either. That's the Monet. That was yours as well. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing your YouTube name correctly, by the way. Let's see what we're doing here. We got left. Oh, it's time for another little guy. What did I do with them? There they are. So this is all part of this some person's collection. This is from the Wolf. It's called Wolf Original. The sticker is really badly worn on the bottom, but it's a. I believe these were made in Canada. Yeah, Canada. You can barely make it out on the sticker. It's a little otter with a baby otter. I forget the material this is carved out of, but okay. So yeah, I just did it to myself again. I keep hitting the wrong thing over here. Comments when I click on stuff. Sorry, typing is even worse tonight. I don't think I was asking a lot for this. Let's see. We'll start this. This is a Wolf Original. They call them Wolf Original. That's the brand. And we'll start this at. What are they going for? I did look this one up. We'll start with this at $6. That seems to be my popular number tonight, 6 or 7. So it's dusty. I know it's dusty. It's covered in dust. It's been sitting around a while. You can take a toothbrush to clean it. It's a stone. It's a stone type of material. I cannot remember the stone it is though. But you see right there, it's got a little signature on the WE, and then it says it's got the sticker on the bottom for. I think that's supposed to be WE. That's the Wolf. And there's the sticker, like I said, and there's the other side. And you can see from my hand the size of it roughly. It's about just a few inches across. 3.5 inches long, roughly. And I've seen these I've seen these like in tourist shops and stuff like that, I think, in the past, many years ago. And I believe this is an older piece. Carved, not cast. Okay, cool. Thanks for your pronunciation. So, all right. So this is the otter baby. Well, that's up. Let me see what I'm going to do next for jewelry. I wish I had a card to show these on. These are interesting earrings. Okay, we'll do some earrings next. What are we doing on time? 9:30. I think I've shown all the extra stuff I wanted. Although I did pick up some really interesting stuff this past week. Anybody's interested in ephemera type things or old collectibles, I've got some old Life magazines that are really interesting. Time listing on eBay. I've got I just sold a bunch of things just recently actually on eBay. I don't have a lot out there right now, maybe 120 items or so. Not too bad. Unless you mean you're listing stuff on eBay. And if that is true, I would love to check that out. But okay, we'll pass on the other. And I got one more really interesting one we'll show you here in a little bit. So let's do the earrings I just found. These were supposed to be shown last week, and I never got around to doing it because I just ran out of time and energy. Kind of both. And so these are post earrings, danglies. These are they look black on the screen, but they really are very dark blue, and then the crystal between. So I'm gonna call these the dark blue and crystal earrings, and I didn't want a lot for these, I recall. I think we'll just start these at $4. And so I'll show you what they look like hanging down so you get a better idea. And you see the post I'm holding onto actually has one of the crystals on it. So there's the post. There was no labeling or anything on the back. There's the back. I don't see anything. Sometimes the post itself is marked. I've seen where the post is marked 925, but this one's not marked. This doesn't appear to be. And I would guess it might be silver plate, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll give you an idea what it looks like when it's hanging. I see my linear at 4. Trust me, they hang better than they lay on a table. Okay, well, we'll say going once. Excuse me. Going twice. Last call. Excuse me. Another drink. And it is sold to Marlene for $4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put that in the bag and mark it. With these kind of earrings, I gotta put them in a bag because they get separated and I'll lose one, and then that's the way it is. Oh. Okay, let's see here. We got 2 necklaces and 2 earrings left. Oh, let's go with this guy. This is an interesting one. Let me go the camera up a little higher. Down. So you get a better sense of it. Let me get rid of that message on the screen. There. Okay. What was the number on that tag? So I can look it up on my list. Okay. So we're going to keep this. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for joining us. Lakeland, Florida. I got family down in Hudson, Florida. And friends down in Fort Myers. So, okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Wood and glass. Necklace. And we'll start this at $5. I say I'm passing on the bargains to you because we got these dirt cheap. And again, this is one of those ones that came from this group we have. It has these older style lobster claw clasps. This isn't the style you see anymore in jewelry now. You don't see them with this flat piece like that. And you get a good idea of the beads here. You can see there's some seed beads in there between. They're kind of a they're green and blue, green. Then there's these darker beads here. And then these wooden beads here, and then these really kind of a interesting greenish, almost like well, these are glass, and they're almost like a dichroic glass, but not quite. I don't know how else to describe them, but they're pretty interesting. And then the bottom has more seed beads, and these other black beads here, kind of geometric style pattern in them. I see Killiam at 5. So we'll say going once. Kevin, I don't know if there's anything particular you're looking for. I always say, let me know. I have a lot of stuff within pretty close reach to me. I've got everything from jewelry to music boxes to ceramics to comic books to records, vinyl. I've got paperweights. I've got trains, HO train stuff. I've got, oh my gosh. I do have some clothing, but I don't keep it in this room. So, okay, going twice. I'm sorry. I'm losing track of what I'm doing here. Last call. Sold to Killian for $5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And write your name down next to that one. And put that in the bag. I apologize if I don't get my invoices out tomorrow. Like I said, we're dealing with a few things, and there's a lot going to be going on tomorrow. A lot of things I'm learning that I did not know, which is okay. It's always good to learn. Okay, earrings. Let's see here. Oh, let's go with these. This is number. Okay, so these have a stone in them that is. Let me get the tag out of the way so when they display them here. These have unakite in them. A small bit of that is unakite. And let me get my fat hands out of the way so you can see it. Okay, so unakite earrings. We'll start these at $6. I'm probably misspelling unakite. I think it's UNA, not UNI, but yeah, it is UNA. Oh well. You know what I mean. It's a shepherd's hook where they got the little, and it's a gold tone shepherd's hook that's up there on. And I'm gonna put it on my hand here so you can get a better idea of the color and everything. Give me a second here. My string's giving me grief here. Okay. So that stone that's in the middle is get the light around the corner here so I'm not blocking my own light. Is a unakite, and then it's got a little green crystal bead at the bottom and a gold tone backing on there. But that's unakite. Unakite has this kind of an interesting green pinkish. Oh, that shows good right there. Sometimes I can get it just right. So it's what I call a cabochon. It's a stone that's been polished round with a flat back. For those that don't know, my wife used to make jewelry, and one of the things I always wanted to learn how to do was make cabochons. I just never got to it. I actually have a saw for cutting stone, but I have to repair it. So let me see if I can get this string out of the way. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. There's got to be a better way to do this. My string is tangling things up here, and I just need to get it out of there. Give me a second. Wrapped around one of the earrings. What did I do? There. There. It's not a good way to display this, but you get the idea. Okay. So, all right. All right. Let me check that off the list. I'm not kidding. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get caught up on my paperwork here. Ooh, yes. Is it? Okay, so no interest in that guy. That's fine. Hey, Beth. You got your box. Good. I hope everything showed up intact, Beth, and you like everything you got. Oh, thank you, Beth. I do appreciate that. People hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, so we got a couple of items left. Let me do one more of the beaver collection here. Let's pass on these guys on the Unikite. And Beth, I've been showing some of these all off and on tonight. This one is the prize here. This is the biggie. Bobblehead beaver. Now you will see. I looked this up. And this one has a Vermont tag with it, but you can see it's on a piece of string. And oops, let me get rid of this other message. When I looked these up, I saw somebody had one for Banff, which is a big national park out west. So these are generically made, obviously, and is the bobbleheads. But I thought, these are probably pretty popular, and it turns out they are. And so I'm gonna say bobblehead beaver. We're gonna start him at $10. That, believe it or not, is about a third of what I've seen some of the ones similar to him going for. I say similar because they had a different name. They didn't have Vermont on there. They had something else, or like I said, Banff or some other park or something like that. It was very much a tourist thing, and very much a tourist trap type of thing when you went to some national park or whatever, that they were selling these things to raise money. And so I don't know if they're made anymore, but anyway, you see here's the bottom. He's got a little felt on the bottom. He's in excellent shape, by the way, and not considering where I got this from, not too dusty. But I think it's pretty heavy. I'm gonna guess it's probably some type of resin, and the spring that he's mounted on, that the head is mounted on. But it's probably the most expensive item tonight that I'm posting, I think, is this one item, and the Vera Bradley purse earlier. Everything else has been under $10 tonight, pretty much, or $10 and under. So anyway, there he is. There's the Green Mountain National Park, which is the only national park, I think, in Vermont. There are a ton of state parks, and I've been to several of them camping. I really do recommend them. They're really, really nice. They are you can take an RV there, but there's no hookups. It's pretty typical of most state parks in most states anyway. So you're dry camping. But my daughters all have been going tent camping in most of these parks for years, and it's good fishing, and it's good. Usually, there's a lot of hiking trails, and lots of other things. And if it's around the water, there's some absolute beautiful lakes and beaches that you can be on, and for not a lot of money. So, yeah, I do highly recommend them. But they're the only national park. It's not a national forest. Actually, it's Green Mountain National Forest. I don't know if there's any camping on that, but yes, I've not been to Utah or Grand Canyon, but I have been to Yosemite, and their camping was their primitive there as well for the most part. I think they have, since I was there, which was back in the 90s, I think they've upgraded, so they now have some RV sites there as well. But yeah, Yosemite was, oh my gosh, that was, and what was the other one we went to? Just south of there. Can't think of it now. And I've been to a couple of others in California, but I was out there on business trips, and so we took advantage. So I went to San Jose, IBM San Jose, so and for conferences and the like. So yeah, I would love to go to Grand Canyon. We've got friends in Arizona that we could visit while we're there too. So. Okay, well, let's pass on this little guy. He's what tall is he? I didn't actually get the height on him. He's pretty tall. He must be about 4 or 5 inches tall. Yeah, just a little over 4 inches tall, 4.5. So, yeah. There's a lot to see up here. Of course, I grew up in Maine, so I highly recommend Maine as well. And in fact, we're going to be camping there in June. So I will not be doing an auction that week. And that has our big hookup, so where we're going. And we're going to go panning gold for gold on that river. So you can pan for gold in pretty much anywhere in New England. Gee, I thought I had one more here. Oh, here they are. See, I thought I had two more items. Let me do let me do this first. Let me do this. This is brachiated jasper necklace. It's a very short one. I'll measure it for you in a minute. Let me bring the camera up because at that angle it doesn't really show you as well. I think I do this. It's better. Here we go. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, I was in Minnesota, not Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul at the university for IBM. They were doing some research for us, and I was there for doing a review. It was pretty cool. Got to see the old, now Twin Dome, while I was there. So, but it was a very quick trip. Yeah, I worked for IBM for almost 40 years. Well, technically more than that. I retired just shy of 40 years. Then they called me back to work for another 6 months, and then I ended up. So yeah. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, we got friends in Arizona and Tucson area. I think it's Sun City, something like that. So anyway, okay, brachiated. Let's see if I can spell it right. Brachiated jasper necklace. Misspelled necklace. I'm probably misspelling brachiated, but you get the idea. Starting of this. Where's my note? There it is. $7. Oh, wow, she's not asking a lot. My wife set the prices on some of these, so I have to look it up. She typed. Again, lobster claw glass, but a little different setup this time. More of the more recent stuff. The string is just my inventory tag on there. But to give you an idea what brachiated jasper looks like, we'll show you some of the larger pieces to give you the idea of the color. Oh, that's good right there. So the reddish with the streaks through it, that's the brachiated jasper. And then it has the blacker beads as an accent and some silver beads, and there's an accent. Silver tone. I'm going to say silver tone because I don't know if they're silver or not. You can never tell with silver beads unless you do the magnet test, and even that's not guaranteed. Now, I think this is pretty short, and I think the easier way to do this one is just this: unhook it and measure the length of it. The material used on this is a wire, so it tends to be harder to measure. This is over 12, so I knew it was going to be close to 12, but it's not. It looks like it's I'm going to say 13, almost 14 inch. So closer to a choker than a necklace, but not quite. Connect this. Oh, come on. So I would say 13 to 14 inch. So does that make it a choker? So, yeah, one of my coworkers, I am still working part-time, and one of my coworkers lives in northern Arizona. So they actually get some winter there, he says. Nothing like we get here in Vermont, but yeah, we have friends in Minnesota, north of Minneapolis, and they were just visiting here actually recently. So, but yep, yeah, this one definitely depends. I couldn't wear this. I'm a 16 and a half inch neck, so I'm not a big man. Okay, brachiated jasper done. We did that at the beginning. think I did most of these. Did that. Okay, so the only thing I have, okay, we'll pass on this if there's no interest. And I got a pair of earrings that, this is number 14. Looks like that. Again, this is my string, just my inventory tag. This message on there. These are like a feather, but they're not feathers. I'm going to call it feather shape. Earrings. And we'll start these at, I never put a price on that. Well, let's do these at, let's give you a deal here. Let's say $4. Well, I put $1. Let's try that again. Try that again. Let me type it this time. Feather. I just got to take my fat finger off the shift key. Shaped. Yeah. Last name up close. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll do that again. Let me just get this while I got up there. And we'll dig that back up. And right here. Okay, any interested in the feather-shaped earrings? And I'll show them up close here. These are a shepherd's hook on a silver tone shepherd's hook. There's a little bit of a bead decoration right at the top of the shape. And you can see the back is like that. And like that. If there's any interest, I do something with that string. I have to have the string on there. I apologize, but I'm starting to lose track of some of the items I have and what I'm doing with them. So I see Gilliam at $4, so we'll say going once. That's okay, Kelly. No, don't apologize. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Killian for $4. Thank you. Let me write that down. Put your name next to it. And put those in the bag. And I'll put the brachiated jasper back up for Beth and bring the camera down, I think, so I can give her a better view here in a second. Let me get rid of that message on the screen. And we'll say thank you to Killian. And get a bag for that. Earrings. Fortunately, I just got a whole big shipment of plastic bags. I was running out of them. And just want to write your name on the bag. And put that with your stuff. Okay. So, Beth, you wanted to see these up close. I think that's focusing. There we go. There's the focus. Those are the larger beads at the base. And then throughout between these hexagonal type shaped beads, there's also the smaller brachiated jasper beads and silver toned beads, and then just some plain black beads near the clasp. Get rid of that message on the screen, sorry. So is that what you were interested in seeing, Beth? I can't see your message here. Let me see. Come back up. You want it for $6. Okay. We'll say going once. Let me type it in the right spot. Going once. Going twice. Let's call. And sold to Beth for $6. Let me write that down. Thank you, thank you. Let me put that in the bag. And put the And while I'm doing that, let me see, what else have I got? Oh, yes, I got another little made in Canada souvenirs, hand painted. And I can't make out quite what that says there. It looks like it got a little split on it. But another beaver. And, oh, they call this, when I was looking this up, I was trying to find it. I'm calling it the pinecone beaver, but they call this handcrafted, not artisanal, what's the word I'm looking for? Artisan type thing or whatever. So, and I know there could be jokes made about all these things I've been posting, but I'm not going to do that. We'll start this guy at $6. Again, they say these are artisan style, and they are. Oh, Beth wants it for $6. Okay, we'll say going once. Oh, we didn't get to show you all of it. Let me show you the rest of it. There. This is all. I can't tell if this is all one piece of wood or not. It's. I don't think it is, but well, obviously the pine cone's not. But the rest of it, I don't know. But it definitely is. Definitely carved. Going twice. Last call. Oh, Beth, you wouldn't believe what I've been exposed to over my life. For those that don't know, I used to be, well, when I was in high school and college, I was in the rock and roll band. Then for a while, I played off and on with a country band. And then later in life, I played with a blues band. So, oh, you want the unicut earrings? Okay. Let me get that for you in a minute here. So sold to Beth for $6. I'll put the unicut earrings. You know what I wanted to. What did I say? So those were $6 also. Thank you. Okay, let me grab those both. Unicut, there they are. And this, and mark that down too. Oh. Okay, let me put your stuff. Where is it? Okay, I'm just trying to keep my piles separate here. Put your stuff right there. Okay, I have one last. Do I have one? Oh, two. Oh, three. Oh. So remember I said that these are all. And not to be left out. Oops. Knocking things around here. Goodness. Not to be left out. For those that are old enough, they remember the TV show from the early 60s. This is a collectible pin from that show. So, all of these items, including the Leave It to Beaver pin, I'm going to say, let me get rid of the message first. It's on the screen. Come on, respond here. Oh, I don't mind reshowing, Beth. It's not a problem. Just say so. I mean, I'm actually wrapping things up pretty quickly for the night. This is I said at the beginning, I'm trying to wrap this up quickly, and tonight it's been a really bad day. So, but these are all, I'm calling this a toothy beaver. This one's got a tail that wiggles. This is a little resin guy. And then there's the Leave It the Beaver. I will say choice of items. I wasn't going to do choices, but I'm going to do this just so I can wrap it up quickly tonight. Buy it now. Oh, I know how we can do it. Name it to claim it. How's that? So you got to be quick on the keyboard here. And I will call this the toothy beaver, tail beaver, resin beaver, and leave it to beaver. Buy it now. $5. I have seen these go for 2 to 3 times that easily. These, no, I had no luck finding any of these, but none of them, they didn't have names. This is a resin, little resin guy. This is a wooden, or I don't even know what it is. It's kind of a really lightweight, whatever it is. It's the most unusual looking beaver I've ever seen, face-wise. But there he is. And then this little resin guy. You can see his face when you tip it up like that. So, and then the pin. And I can say if anybody. So, big beaver pin. Okay. The middle goofy one for Marlene. Okay, and consider that done. Thank you. Okay. Let's switch cameras here. So yeah, pardon the mess behind me. But anyway, this is what I had for tonight planned. Anyway, I don't think I showed anything that was unplanned. Like I said, I know Kevin was on earlier, and oh, you're doing forest. Oh, that's cool. So anyway, so the you see, I do have a lot of. I still have a bunch of music boxes, and I can always re-show those if there's any interest. I'm really upset. I managed to obtain a Lord of the Rings chess set. It's missing one piece. It is so frustrating, and I don't know if I can find just the one piece somewhere. So, oh, thank you, Marlene. I appreciate the prayers. You know, I've got some train stuff I just picked up recently that is like new condition. So if anybody's into trains, oops, there we go on the camera here. I've got like stuff like that, you know, in the box. You know, and you know, it still has the original sticker from KB Toy Stores on it when they sold them back in the day. I mean, these are vintage. So we even got this. This was really a surprise to me. This thing, I couldn't believe what these are going for now. And that's used. So, but boxes and curses. Sure. Okay, so I showed the one. I mean, you switch camera. No, I can show it on this camera, I guess. So here's the Vera Bradley I showed tonight. Now you'll notice it's not one of the typical Vera Bradley quilted. It's got the little name tag here. There's a little smush on the bottom here, but nothing. So it's not new, but it's a more of a vinyl feel to it. Zipper pocket on the back or one side, a snap pocket or magnetic snap pocket on this side, and then you know, the inside like that, and zippered pockets inside. I think I was asking, would I say 10 for that? I think there's that one. So then this is the one I showed last week. I don't know if I have my list from last week. I think I wasn't asking much for these. Let me look on my list here. Yeah, this is one from last week. Another crossbody bag. They call it the hipster style. I think it's these vertical pieces, stripes. I was asking 9 for those. This one, and they say it's got the strap and everything. It's in good shape, actually, very good shape. And the other one, I thought I had it right here. The dark blue one. thought I had the other one here. I must have moved it. Not near me. Those are the two I had. You want the 9? So you want this one, Beth, for 9? This the bluish one. Get it on the camera right here. So, okay, cool. Let me write you down for that. Pen. Oh boy, it just started pouring rain outside. We have a metal roof, and I'm on the second floor. So when it rains, you can hear it. Oh, is this the one? No. Oh, bonus. Guess what comes with it? Comes with a purse. A wallet. So you got the bonus one here. So I might have been asking. That's all right. 9 is your price. Okay. So let me put that with your stuff. So you got a good deal there. Boxes. I don't think I had anything about boxes, did I? You said boxes and purses. So unless you want unless you want some Ray Dunn stuff. I got a bin right here with Ray Dunn mugs in it, like Awaken or Cat Mom or what is this one? Bay. Those are brand. They're like they still have the stick. This one still has the sticker on the bottom. TJ Maxx. The others might too. I don't know. No, that one doesn't. That one doesn't. But that one looks new. So yeah. So I have lots of Ray Dunn stuff. Dog bowl. Yep, they have the dog bowl. Yeah. That on here spoiled. See, that's all bright. Let's see if I can get the light. Let me see if I change the intensity of the light here. It might faint. There we go. Here's when it says spoiled. And that's Ray Dunn. Wow, is it pouring out there? Oof. So, and the dog bowl. Okay, I honestly don't remember what I was asking for those. I gotta go look. Spoiled was I'll tell you what. How about if I give you both of them for 15? Is that fair? You okay with that? Because I didn't have them on my list tonight. I'm just throwing a number out there. I know it takes a few seconds to get a reply here because of the lag. Let me turn this thing down. Works for you? Good. Works for me. There. I'll turn that one off. Okay. Let me write that down. Okay. And I think, unless somebody's interested, let's see, what else have I got within reach here? Not much. I'm kind of grasping at stuff now. I wish you could find that other purse. I had it right here, but oh well. I have a lot of stuff behind me, as you can see, but I'll have to dig in boxes, and I'm too tired. You can hear that? Really? You can hear that rain? Wow, that's cool. Did you see the lunchbox from earlier in the video? That is one of the things I had at the beginning. So I think it was, what was I saying for that? Erwin lunchbox was, I don't remember. Oh yeah, $7 for the Erwin lunchbox. Yeah, you can do that. Watch and email me. I'm tired. It's been a long day, and it didn't start out well, as you can imagine. So, okay, I got to put that someplace separate. Okay. Blue glass. Yeah. Okay. Crazy May's stash. Oh, Crazy May. I'm just wrapping up for the night, but you're more than welcome to go look through the video. And if you see something, email me. I appreciate that. And I usually start around 8:30 and try to go to about 10:30. And I was actually trying to wrap it up by 10 tonight, but that's okay. I don't mind. And I try to, I'm trying to cut in between two other auctions is what I'm doing with my timing. So, um, yeah, if you see something, certainly email me. And I don't recognize your name, so you have to email me your information anyway. And that's right at the very top of the chat. All the information you should need to know. So, but I'm glad you came and joined us, even though it's towards the end. And like I said, we didn't sell everything, so there are things out there you might be interested in, or from previous auctions. I also tell people when you're emailing me or putting things in the chat, if there's something in particular you're looking for, and Marlene, I will bring back some more stuff from the auction, the estate next week. Next week, yes, I will be here next week. I'm going to be gone part of next week, but I'll be here Wednesday. My grandson's graduating from college next weekend, not this weekend, but the weekend of the 16th and 17th. But I've got things besides jewelry. I mentioned earlier on the video. I've got some clothing, but I don't usually do that much here. I have music boxes, all kinds of antique dishes, and vinyl albums, and toys, and games, and comic books. I'm looking around here as I say this. HO train equipped stuff. I've got miscellaneous kitchen things, I guess you'd call it, kitchen items. I've got brand new McDonald's, Burger King toys in the bags. I've got them grouped in sets. So I've got, oh my goodness, say glassware like Corningware, Corningware, like Corningware, that kind of stuff. So anyway, alrighty, I'm getting tired. Yes, I will tell her Happy Mother's Day and look up. Sorry, the blue glass earrings. Oh, okay. Sorry, Beth. Just make sure I'm getting the right ones. These. I think that's what you're talking about. It's before I make a mistake here. That's the ones you're talking about, because I have that. I think that's the ones you want. Yes. Okay. I'll put that with your pile of stuff. Yeah. Did you see the Leah Sophia? They're what did we decide? Oh, butterscotch kind of color. Get that on camera better here. And there, just a silver tone with a kind of a butterscotch colored center. And then I had this glass beaded necklace. Again, I'm off center on this camera here. I'm just not used to this using this camera for this. But that was kind of green glass, and then I had what was the other thing? Oh, this really interesting necklace that is a combination of blue. Oh, get out on camera here. Blue, dark purple beads here, and dark blue, and clear, and some stones and stuff in it as well. So, yeah. You'll take the Leah too? Okay. I thought you might be interested in the Leah. That's why I brought it up. So, I know. Yeah. So, okay. All righty. All right. Yeah, I think I bumped my camera there. Okay. All righty. Well, again, you all have a great night. I've got a pile of stuff to go through. I will promise I'll try and get the invoices out by Friday. We're planning a camping trip. We're no uranium glass. Oh, Ralph, I remember you. I've seen you before. Uranium glass. Ooh, that's a good question. I did it one time. Um, Let me double check on that. But yeah, I will check on that. I have some really nice glass. I have cranberry colored stuff. I have what's that box of stuff? I got Franciscan ware. I think it's gonna call it. I have Corning. I've got 3 or 4 pieces of Corning ware, for example. This kind of stuff. That kind of thing. I just happen to have this sitting next to me. Not by planning. I just happened to piece I picked up recently. So, but stuff like that. Like I said, and I even have fishing lures. Some of them were collectible antique. I wouldn't say antique. No, I won't say antique. Vintage. Uh, but anyway, so yeah. So I guess all kinds of weird stuff. So, alrighty. Well, everybody have a great night and a great weekend. And for all you mothers out there, have a great Mother's Day. Hope it's a good one. They say my daughters, I know, always plan something with my wife. They always go out someplace, and the 4 of them, the 3 daughters and the wife. So I don't have to do much. It's all on them. So you guys have a great evening and a great weekend, and we'll see you next Wednesday, Lord willing. Have a good night.